Good day, everyone. Robert Weimer, the go-to guy of DesireADifference.com. Today we are going to go through the rest of your WordPress training website, and we are going to show you how to log into your WordPress website and the dashboard. Let me bring up our login page here. We'll get rid of the past results. Now, I want to reiterate what we're going to be doing. I have set up a test blog for the purposes of this tutorials. We are going to go through step by step setting up your WordPress website. And keep in mind, we are working the .org version of WordPress. So, before you even venture into these tutorials, you need to find a host, and that host needs to be able to support WordPress. What I would suggest is Bluehost, which is where I host all of the WordPress websites that I manage. They are WordPress optimized, very fast, unlimited gigabytes of storage, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited domains. It's just got a plethora of different things. But you need to find your host, and you need to get things set up. If you'd like to go through Bluehost, you can go to DesireADifference.com and scroll down to the very bottom, and you will see to the left-hand side of my website the Bluehost link. Just click on that and they will get you started. Wonderful customer service. And I tell you, I've been through many a host, and I will never go to another one. And I've been in web design for over 7 years, had websites for roughly whenever the internet was allowed you to have a website of your own. So, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get logged in. So, whenever you get your WordPress website set up, your host administrator, or the person who may be managing your website at the beginning, will give you a link to your administrator page, which is what this is, which you will see your login screen, and you will input your username and password. We'll go ahead and do that. Now, this is what's called your dashboard, as it states at the top here. What you see up in the left-hand corner of your screen is My Blog. Now that is the default of your site's name, which we will get into how to change in a little bit. Right now I want to concentrate on the dashboard. Right now, for this training purposes, we do have search engines blocked because I don't want people being able to see what's going on in this training site. Go over to the right hand top portion and you'll see a drop down menu that you can scroll to different parts of your administrative console. You can click on New Post, which will take you to an area of your web post where you can post a new blog. Go through here and you can check out any and all drafts that you may have. Click on New Page, which gives you your static pages that you can create, and we'll go into the differences of posts and pages on a later tutorial. Right now I just want to show you the dashboard. You can click on the upload link, which allows you to upload files such as music files, image files. Now, depending upon the server that you go through, your maximum upload file size limit may be a little different than mine. In this instance, it is 10 megabytes. In other instances, it may be 25, and in others, it may be 50. But in this case, it's 10 megabytes, and for the most part, uploading images and maybe a song to a particular post or something to that effect, that won't take you it won't take you much above 10 megabytes. But if you do have to upload video file size or video files that has size larger than 10 megabytes, you'll need to contact your site administrator or your host administrator and tell them that they should give you an FTP address and passwords where you can upload larger file size. But for the purposes of this tutorial, let's just sort of put that on the back burner. Okay, and we go to our comments. And you can see all the comments that are here. Now by default, this is just a default comment not made by anyone. The same way with your drafts page. This is what's set up in every single WordPress installation. There are some defaults that you can play around with. And then to be able to get back to your dashboard, go over to the left hand side, left click once on your dashboard, and it takes you back to the regular dashboard here. Now let me show you what you can do here. Your dashboard, under your right now to the left hand side, you will see basically a layout, a very general Cliff Note version layout of what you've got on your WordPress website. Right now we're showing that we have one post, one page, one category, and we have one comment, and that comment is approved. Now we'll get into the comments and how to read them in a later tutorial. And under the comments or discussion, as they state, you can set it up to where comments that are pending, you can set up rules for that, and it will show you all of the spam that is there. And there are plugins in WordPress.org that you can download that will help to prevent spammers from posting a bunch of links to their sites or to other malevolent sites on your website. And that becomes very important once traffic starts to increase. Now, we have over to the right and at the top we have Quick Press. Now this is something that if you have just a quick little blurb that you wanted to put out, you can set up something in this Quick Press without having to go through the rigmarole of clicking on the Posts tab, which we'll get into in just a little bit. So you can do that here, and you can upload your media, music, you can upload video or images, that sort of thing. You can reset the whole thing if something is on there that you didn't like, or you can save as a draft, or you can publish and take it live on the web. Now here we see below the Right Now part of the dashboard, you see all of the comments, and it usually has the most recent comments first. Now you can go through a configuration process and basically decide what you are going to be doing with that. Number of comments to show, you can show up to 5, or you can show looks like at most around 30. So you can choose to do that if you want, and we'll cancel out of that and leave it at its defaults. Now it shows right here your plugins portion, and you can install it. You can see the news plugins are recently uploaded, and it gives you a nice thing to view what's hot and what's not, that sort of thing. We see over to, well, let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom here, other WordPress news. Basically, WordPress news and WordPress blog are RSS sort of syndication, sort of what's going on in the world of WordPress. And this is a good thing to look at and to read so you can become more familiar with your WordPress website. Incoming links, that's basically self-explanatory. You can read down here. Basically, and this is a thing that you are really getting into whenever you're setting up WordPress. WordPress and Google are wonderful friends. If you look over to the left hand side of a Google page, and let's just do a test here. Let's just put in test. If you look and you do a drop down on more, you will see blogs. So Google indexes blogs. Google likes blogs for the simple fact that blogs are Google compliant. They are of the latest web standard compliant. All the coding is wonderful, and you don't even have to worry about that. That happens all behind the scenes. But that basically gives you your incoming leaks, or links I should say. And what we have here is recent drafts. Those will show you all the things here. Now, what you can do is, if you don't like the way this is set up, or if you would like the Quick Press tab or the Quick Press window down, you can left click and drag it wherever you want and release. I released a little bit too soon, but you can move the windows around and customize the look and feel of how your dashboard will operate. Now, if you'll notice off in the right hand corner of all these little windows there is a drop down arrow. If you click once, you can collapse or expand your windows. And you can, if you wanted to make things nice and neat, you can collapse every single one of these and then bring them down however you wish. And you can leave some of them uncollapsed. Now if you look over to the left hand side of your dashboard, you'll see the exact same things. If you click on the posts, what it will do is it will take you to your posts area, and it will automatically expand the window, but you can also contract it if you want. You can go into your media and your links. You can go into media, and don't worry about this, everyone. We are going to be getting into each one of these windows in later WordPress stuff and show you exactly what is going on, how all these things work and everything. Now, one thing that you should really pay close attention to is on the dashboard you'll see here are updates. So we'll click on updates and you will see all of the updates that are available to WordPress. Right now we have the latest version of WordPress. As you can see, we're at 3.0.2. Now we have about, let's see, 5 plugins that need to be updated. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to update these and show you just how easy it is. It's just a simple thing, and you want to keep everything updated. You want to go ahead and check at the very top. You can check all or check none. You can choose to check individual plugins if you like, but for me, I like to keep everything updated. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We are going to click on Update Plugins, and it goes through the process, as you can see, and it is simple as that. You can choose to return to the plugins page or return to WordPress updates, and there should not be any updates at all. That's how easy it is. It lets you know whenever updates are ready to be installed, and it allows you to update them with no fuss, no muss at all, and it is fast. I have noticed from my personal opinion a difference in hosts. The last host that I was with, and I'm not going to mention them just because it wouldn't be professional to do that. The last host that I was with before I signed up with Bluehost, everything worked really slow. They were not WordPress optimized. The host that I'm with, Bluehost.com, and again, if you go to the very bottom left-hand side of my website on every single page, you'll see a link to that site. Once I got with them, everything was fast. It was, I'm not kidding you, it was probably about 7 to 10 times faster going through the administrative console, setting up your posts, setting up my pages, that sort of thing. Hosts do matter. And I spend $84 for the entire year at Bluehost.com. So again, check out the link at the bottom left hand side of my website, desireadifference.com, and get yourself started in setting up a host. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, since I like a little bit of neatness, we're going to collapse that window. Once you're done here, it's important that you log out. So just click out on the log out button or log out link, and it will take you back to your username and password. Now, I want to show you what it looks like. This is bare bones default WordPress website. This is called Theme 2010. Now, everything is in its defaults. Now, whenever you go through later tutorials, you are going to see this site change and turn into something wonderful. We can click on here, and this is our first blog post. You'll see the comments here where anyone can leave a comment if they want, and it shows up. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. And folks, let me tell you something. This tutorial went over it just touched on the very basics of this. You are going to understand at the very end of this WordPress class how to set up and manage your site, how to manage your own site. But this is going to go beyond. I'm not only going to show you how to set up your own website and manage it and install things that are going to make your website sticky and drive traffic to it. Just like I said, I'm going to show you how to drive traffic to your website, how to raise your Alexa rating, how to make everything Flesh Kincaid readable. If you've seen my video on that, we're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to get your message out there, and we're going to show you how to make money. That's right. We're going to show you how you can make money with your WordPress website. But for right now, this is where we're going to stop with this lesson. I'm Robert Weimer, the go-to guy of DesireADifference.com. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me at robert@DesireADifference.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter so you can know all the goings on. Thanks, and have a wonderful and profitable day.